WWE superstar Charlotte Flair, also known as the Queen, and listen to Wrestling POV podcast, and always do it with Flair. Woo!
In this episode of Wrestling POV, it's the WrestleMania pay-per-view points game, and Rick is in for a surprise because he's gonna have to defend the 5-second shuffle championship this weekend, tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday in a brand new edition of Wrestling POV podcast with your host, Tony Diaz, Rick Serrano III, and the $50 man, Clay Cummings.
Wrestling POV is preposterous, is obnoxious, is atrocious, is ridiculous, is churlish, is interesting, but stupid! Wrestling POV is your point of view, bring you 20 years of change in the wrestling business. From the spotlight to the polls, from birthdays to hot tech news. Wrestling news, rumors, and injury report. Covered by the greatest in the whole damn sport. This week in wrestling, who made the book? 5-second shuffle, pay-per-view, points game. Love, peace, and wrestling is what they're all about. So sit back, kick back, and hear them all out.
Happy WrestleMania Day.
WrestleMania.
Yeah. Whoa. And you know what I realized too? Being that NXT starting this week will be on Tuesday, we're going to have wrestling tonight, tomorrow night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night.
No breaks.
No breaks.
No breaks.
No breaks. And so far this week, we've had wrestling Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. My God, that's a lot of wrestling.
Yeah.
A lot of wrestling. But I'm happy about it, though. You know what? Yesterday, I was watching the Today Show in the morning. Okay. And they were amping up WrestleMania. And for some odd reason, I got excited.
Nice.
I was like,
yeah.
You know what? I'm kind of pumped for this now.
Did your nipples get hard?
A little bit.
Nice.
Just one of them, though.
Oh, damn.
Something's wrong with the other one.
Yeah.
Gotta get that
checked out.
Gotta go to the doctor. But the way they were put, I was like, okay, you know what? I guess I'm gonna get psyched up for this WrestleMania.
For sure.
I haven't been. I was trying to for like the past 2 weeks to get into this WrestleMania, and it wasn't there.
Yeah.
I had to watch the damn Today Show, and I'm like, yeah, sure, why not?
And one day, the Today Show pumped us, and when
some crazy
WWE
shit.
has been trying for a month or two.
Yeah. But here's my issue, is that WWE, obviously, they're gonna have fans in the attendance today.
Yes.
They're gonna have fans in attendance tomorrow. But then that's it. I didn't hear them talking about being fans the next day and this and that. You know, I mean, so
yeah, it looks like they're going to be in the Thunderdome from here on out after WrestleMania. Yeah.
I think eventually they'll have fans in.
Eventually.
But
Canada's closed down again.
Who?
Canada's closed down again because numbers are going up. New York's numbers are going up again. And it's just like, people are just like, we got vaccines. We're good to go.
Yeah.
No, people, mask up still, please.
It's fine here in New Mexico. Everybody's doing their own thing here. Yeah. And Texas, too. Texas is out there doing their own thing. There's no numbers, no nothing. Just
Indiana about the same, too.
Is it? Yeah. I mean, we're not nothing about numbers going up or anything. So interesting. But I'm pumped now. It's going to be on in a few hours, and then those that are new to the show, later on tonight after WrestleMania, we do the WrestleMania aftermath. Our own little segment that we do later on show. Actually, it is called Aftermath, where any pay-per-view we do the show right after. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Elio Canella is going to be back with us tonight.
The gentleman.
The Lone Wolf.
will be joining us tomorrow, and I'm not feeling that at all. But you know what? I enjoy it. I enjoy it because me and Andy Anderson got a big bet going on, and he'll be joining us tomorrow night.
Now that you brought that up, again, for those that are new listening to the show, care to explain what this bet is about? And you know what? I want you to explain your track record on Jets at WrestleMania. It is funny, Rick. Come on now. You got to score a little bit.
Yeah. Me and Andy Anderson are having the bet of all bets that's going head-to-head in a pay-per-view points game. Whichever one of us two have the lower score is going to automatically will be the Turd Award winner. Will be getting last place in this pay-per-view points game.
Wait a minute. Is the name on the line too, or no?
No, man. Come on, man. It's named after me. You gotta love it. I've learned to love it.
You embraced it.
It's something I won.
You embraced the bird. You embraced the shit.
Yes. But the thing with Andy Anderson is this. He's a new hot commodity. You know, he's won a couple of times in the last couple of months. And I was like, okay. But you know what, Andy Anderson? Like I said in my promo, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you hard. All right? Yes, erected. Yes. Jesus. I'm coming for you.
Ew,
and I'll tell you this. Yes.
Oh, damn.
I'm ready. Took my pills. And I'm telling you this. I'll tell you this, Andy Anderson. You know, I've been on WPOV Global 6 of the last 7 weeks. You know why? Because I've been studying you, Andy Anderson. I've been studying you. And I'll tell you what. I don't have the best track record. Yes, I am 0-4 ever in pay-per-view points game bets.
I think you're going to beat Goldust's record.
Hell no. No. Listen, man. Elio Canella, he's a snake in the grass. He turned his back on me. TJ Logan, turned his back on me.
He turned his back on you. What happened?
They're not supporting me. They're supporting Andy Anderson. Well, and you guys should be supporting me.
I don't think we both are.
I'm in this on my own. It's okay. When I win, you're not going to hear the end of it. And you know what? I have this itch. You know, I have this itch in my left nipple that I am going to win the pay-per-view points game. I have a feeling I'm going to win the pay-per-view points game, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen, guys. I guarantee it.
Alrighty. Well, we'll see.
See, Clay, you don't sound confident in me, Clay. You don't sound confident. I don't appreciate it.
I'm in this game too, man. I'm going out.
Yeah, I was going to say, Clay's awfully quiet.
Yeah. Clay's going to try to win. He's going to try to be the $50. I gave you that name. Clay. So you should be on my side. I put you in this seat. You should be on my side, Clay.
Sorry,
wait a minute. You do have somebody on your side.
Yes.
Don't you?
Big Bad Boris.
Big Bad Boris, which is the fella who defeated Andy Anderson.
Yes.
I almost couldn't say it.
Yes, and together we've been training. I've been going on global studying Andy Anderson. I am ready for this. I am more than confident. You know what? Clay Cummings is getting on my nerves, and that's why he's in the book.
Oh, so now I have a reason to be in the book then.
Yes.
Oh, okay. These past weeks, there's no reason, and I guess now, I have a reason.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, there you go. See,
I'm going for my 5th title, guys. So let's bring it.
And did we not forget the person who won the Royal Rumble actually has a 10-point advantage coming into the WrestleMania pay-per-view?
Yes, and that is Josh Sanders.
Josh Sanders, yes. Wait, Josh?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
He had number 1 and he had Edge.
Oh, shit. Dang. Wow. Well, there you go. Josh with a 10-point advantage coming into WrestleMania. So he could be that surprise person winning. Anyone can win this.
Oh, absolutely.
Anyone. It's anyone's game. So, of course, we got to... So, of course, we will be doing the pay-per-view points game later on the show. Let's get into it. No spotlight this week. No hot tag news this week. No polls or posts on our Facebook page, simply because we got a lot to cover. And there's a lot of wrestling this week. So we had to condense it. We're still going to give you what we give you all the time. But we had to cut some things out just for today. Next week we'll go back to our regular scheduled programming, and but as of today, no, we got too much to cover, and we got to come back later on tonight to do the show for Aftermath WrestleMania. All right. So with that being said, actually, let's go straight on to the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Rick.
All right. Before we do that, let's get into some birthdays. Yes, Charlotte Flair turns 35 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
35 and not at WrestleMania.
No, not at WrestleMania. She made the deal of release Andrade, and I won't show up to WrestleMania. Have you seen the pictures?
Woo!
Andrade's been putting out there on his Twitter.
Kind of scandalous, yeah.
A little bit scandalous, but it's at the point to where people are like, Jesus Christ, after he's hitting Charlotte, this is what he does. I'm like, because you look at Charlotte's like,
Charlotte's all like, woo,
woo, doing the woo, woo, woo in bed. But I was just like, Andrade, what are you doing?
Yeah, Elo.
Yeah, Elo the bicho, but
hey, yo. The Vienna sausage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
All right, next up we got the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair, turns 32 years old.
Damn, 32. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I think she was younger.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Her not her first WrestleMania, by the way.
Her first WrestleMania. No, she was in the Moolah Battle Royal before it was called the Moolah Battle Royal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that they're saying that, and especially with Bianca Belair, who stood out in that Battle Royal.
Yes.
Because of her hair, and she was whipping everybody with it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, I don't like that.
Yeah,
but
no,
yes, happy birthday, Bianca. 32 years old, WrestleMania 37, gonna main event.
Yeah.
Big news. You're gonna main event night 1. All right.
Yeah.
With that being said, it is now time for the wrestling news from around the world. Big E is gonna have Wale perform for his entrance at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Now, that's something special right there. But when you have somebody performing for you, what's the win-loss record? You know, this is a big event for me. This WrestleMania pay-per-view points game is big for me because I got to do all the sciences and the circumferences of this thing. So now, Undertaker had Limp Bizkit perform for them.
He's in celluloids too, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And Undertaker had Limp Bizkit perform, and Undertaker won. Sasha Banks had Snoop Dogg, and she lost. It's like, okay, what am I going to do? Wale is going to be performing for Big E. Big E is going to be fighting against Apollo. Can he win? I don't know, guys. I'm just trying to throw it out there just to confuse people. All right. With that being said, it is now time for the NXT UK.
Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that you dug into your notes and did some research to try to get a statistical analysis advantage on live performances and a win-loss with that, and you only came up with 2?
Off the top of my head, yes, but I have my notes.
Okay, I was gonna say that's some extensive research if you only came up with 2, and it was 1-1 and the other one lost.
That's 2 more than you got. 2 more than you got.
But you know, it's something that didn't come into my mind either.
Until I said it. Damn it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. It is now time for NXT UK Prelude. Okay. Guys, I thought this was going to be a lot better than what it was. They had the Heritage Cup, Tyler Bate versus Noam Dar. And that's exactly what this was. It went the full 6 rounds. Tyler Bate won. I gave it a 1. I don't like this Heritage Cup crap. It's just terrible. So Tyler Bate is the now number 1 contender against A-Kid for the Heritage Cup. Mackenzie made her return, and she was with Satomura, and they defeated Isla Dawn and Kaylee Ray. I gave it a 2.5. It was a pretty good tag team match.
The thing that came out of this was that Valkyrie came out and she looked down Satomura.
Oh, really?
And it was crazy because Valkyrie is undefeated, and Satomura, it seems to be like that stepping stone. You know, you beat her, you get some cred, but if you beat her, it's also like, yeah, but you beat Satomura. You know, Satomura is the veteran. It's like a big deal, but it's also like, we expected you to beat her.
Yeah.
But still, I'm excited to see that. Valkyrie's damn good. And last but not least, the main event, we had Walter without his chest beat up at all. I wonder if they recorded this match. Going up against Rampage Brown. Walter did not work his hand at all. His hand was very clean in this matchup against Rampage Brown. I gave it a 3. I knew Walter was going to win, but still, it was an okay match. Rampage Brown can actually go. He's actually pretty decent. I'll give him that. But overall, I gave NXT UK Prelude a 2.2. Woo! Tony, you said it's a lot of wrestling. It was a lot of wrestling because I had to watch NXT UK as well. Oh man, it's just a lot. It's a lot. I need to sleep. On to the rumors.
All right, rumors. Paige recently mentioned on her Twitch that she's going to try to get cleared to wrestle again.
Good.
Awesome on that.
She's still in her 20s. So.
Yeah, she's still young, man. I feel like with Paige, she needs to get back in the ring if she can, without tearing her up more and all that. Yeah. If she can, great. I love Paige.
Now, what was it's her neck, right? She's got a bruised neck. Same. Is it the same injury like Edge?
I think it's similar to Edge. Yeah.
Oh, she can come back then. Because it's like you said, she is still in her 20s. She's still very young. Edge, like how old is he? Late 40s, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And he came back. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Bryan. Well, no, Daniel Bryan was because of concussion.
Concussions.
Yeah, too many concussions. But still, he came back. Can she come back? Yeah. But I think they're gonna have to treat her. I want to say kind of like how they treat Edge. He's there. He'll wrestle, but not as extensive as anybody else that's on the roster. So I think if that's going to happen, that's pretty much how they're going to work it with her.
Do you think, honestly, that it'll be welcomed? Like, honestly, I'm not a big fan of Paige anymore. I feel like if she was to come back, I'll be like, oh, Paige is back. Yeah.
I think she'd still get a good pop, though.
I think she will get a good pop. But they got it. You know what, though? Here's the thing. If they bring Paige back, okay, they got to bring her back in the way they did with Edge when he came back. And how did he come back? We didn't hear about it. We didn't know about it. But at Royal Rumble, as soon as his music hit, everybody popped.
Yeah.
Get that surprise factor.
Yes, and I think that's what they need to do with Paige.
Okay.
They can't announce it. They can't say, hey, Paige is back. Because then I'll fall into your category, Rick. I'll be like, oh, hey, Paige is back. But it's different, like if she was like, all of a sudden, my new opponent is blah, 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 and she comes out. Or makes an appearance in the WrestleMania. It's got to be a major pay-per-view for her to come back.
Yeah.
Announcement. And then I would pop. I'm like, oh, shit, no way. Really? And then, but that would last for a hot minute. And then I'm like, okay, I'm over Paige. I don't know. I don't know what kind of run. Like I said, it's got to be the same kind of run like Edge. She can't be full-time. She can't.
No.
She can't.
And not with this type of injury. There's just no way. She'll redo it or worse.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, man, this one's huge. Bayley, everybody's pissed off because Bayley is not on this WrestleMania. So this is what I found out. There has been talk of Becky Lynch making her return at WrestleMania 37 this weekend. One of the topics of discussion going into the grandest stage of them all is how Bayley has not been announced for a match. So what they're saying is that they're thinking of adding a Bayley talk show segment to WrestleMania, the Ding Dong Hello, your favorite thing there, Rick. Make sure you wear your shirt.
Yes.
And they're thinking of having Becky Lynch return during that segment. Pretty much the idea of it is that they've been discussing is to have Lynch drive a truck into the arena.
They're dying for that shit, man. They did that shit last year, bro.
Yeah.
Like, get over it, man.
Yeah. But that supposedly is supposed to be her big return to the company. But again, there's no word yet on if this segment is actually booked for the show or if it's true or whatever. What do you guys' thoughts on that?
Ding dong, hello. Really? Really? The greatest SmackDown Women's Champion of all time? Bayley? This is what you're doing to her?
Yeah.
And then you're going to make it even worse by bringing Becky Lynch back, so now she's really undermined?
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Shit, yeah, that's right. But wait a minute, wasn't Becky Lynch a Raw person?
She was.
She was when she was there.
Yeah, so I mean, if she goes after Bayley, then obviously she'll be in SmackDown, right?
Well, you know how WWE is with keeping couples together.
Yeah.
Look at Clay Cummins doing his homework and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Wow.
He's a podcaster now, so he has to. But I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I just mentioned the fact about surprises and all this other stuff. I'd rather have not had this going around or circulating that Becky Lynch might be back this weekend. I might pop a little bit, you know.
She
maybe a little bit of pee will come out. I don't know.
A little bit, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Drop.
Yeah. She put out a message on Instagram that spelled out night 1 for Becky Lynch. So I'm assuming tonight is the night that we're going to see Becky Lynch.
I mean, I like the idea of Becky coming back at Mania, but I don't know about the Ding Dong Hello segment.
But the thing is, where else would Becky Lynch fit in right now?
That's true.
That's
true.
No, I'd rather her come out in a segment. I just hated that it's at the expense of Bayley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I agree.
You think it'll hurt Bayley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Go ahead, Clay. Why do you think no?
No, I really, because Bayley's got her, own momentum going. I mean, with Becky coming back, it may hurt her a little bit, but no, I don't think it would hurt her that bad.
No, should Becky come back as a heel or a face?
She's babyface all the way. There's no way you turn her heel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, for me, it's like I said with the whole Paige thing. If Paige comes back, I don't want to know about it. Just make it a surprise. Same thing with this. If Becky Lynch is coming back, this shouldn't be out there. She shouldn't post anything, saying night 1 or whatever, and having her showing her exercises. No, don't post that. I'm pretty sure she gotten permission to post that anyway. Because they probably wanted to promote or tease the fact that Becky Lynch might be there or whatever. Ooh. So I get that. But at the same time, let me tell you something. I think right now, so far, at a WrestleMania, the biggest surprise I've ever seen, did not see coming, was the Hardy Boys coming back after how many years? And that's true. Place was about to blow up.
Yeah.
And I didn't see nothing in the interwebs or the Googles of them being there. Not one. And when they showed up, oh shit.
That's probably one of the biggest pops ever.
Yeah. So
I'll give that to Seth Rollins in the Heist of the Century. That I did not see coming at all out of WrestleMania. Did not see the cash in happening at all.
Yeah, but I don't think it was that much of a pop as the Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
The Hardy Boys, that was a huge pop, man. That place was like, it was crazy. That place went nuts. But to get that same reaction for Becky Lynch, yeah, that could have been it. You know what I'm saying? Or even, they could have did something similar, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
For Becky to give her that pop. She hasn't been there since last year, right? Last WrestleMania? So she's been gone about a year.
So essentially, your rumors just ruined it for whoever's listening to this show.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, you know what? Listen, wait a minute. Time out. Here's the deal. If it was ruined for me, I'm ruining it for everybody else. Fuck them. That's what I say. Shit. But yeah, that's true. I did. Well, no, because then if it's true, then you heard it here first, right?
Exactly.
That's right.
Well, there you go. That's why I did what I did. Thank you very much. But if it's not true, you didn't hear it here. It was just a rumor.
Yeah.
But I do have my connection. Anyway, that's it for the rumors. Let's go straight into injury. Clay, you have an injury?
I have no injuries this week. Everybody should be full to glow at Mania.
That's a good thing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Look at that. Look how fast we did that. All right, you know what? Let's go. Then we'll take a pause then. Fuck it. We'll just take a damn pause, because then when we come back, we will go to, we'll talk about This Week in Wrestling and the WrestleMania pay-per-view points game.
Hey guys, this is Kevin Owens. Make sure to listen to the Wrestling POV podcast. Take it easy, guys. Maybe I'll end up on your show one day. Who knows? But if I do, I'll probably end up taking the whole thing over, and then it won't really be your show anymore. So maybe it's not a good idea. Who knows? We'll see how that works out.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go to ProWrestlingTees.com/WrestlingPOV and buy yourself a t-shirt today for $19.99. We have 5 t-shirts available. All that money that we get from these t-shirt sales goes back into the show and makes us give you more content, right? We have Wrestling POV podcast, where every Saturday we have Tony Diaz, Clay Cummings, and myself as we go over everything WWE. Every Friday we have WPOV Global with TJ Logan, Elio Canella, and Andy Anderson as they go over everything AEW, New Japan, MLW, Impact, everything outside of WWE. And then, of course, we have WPOV Quarantine, our Zoom-based show, which is available on YouTube every Wednesday, as they cover random wrestling topics, and they bring on wrestling legends like Bushwhacker Luke, Savio Vega, D'Lo Brown, Dan Crawford, and so much more. Just check it out, guys. It's a great show. Yeah. Also, we have WPOV Aftermath, which you just heard on Thursday night. We just had a great episode about NXT TakeOver. Tonight, we have an episode for WrestleMania 1, night one. And then tomorrow, we have night 2 of WrestleMania Aftermath. So make sure you guys tune into all that and more. Tony Diaz, with that being said, it is time to get your one nipple hard and get raw.
Jesus Christ. All right, let's go to Raw. Low points. Rick, since you were battling on, what was your low points of Raw?
Oh, man. You know what? I had a couple. I had Bad Bunny and Damian Priest's promo.
Wow, you didn't like it?
I hated it. I know Bad Bunny was trying. What about it? Because it was just like, this should have been a long time ago. This should have been his first promo. Not his last one going into WrestleMania. Why are you explaining to us what we already know? We know you care about the business. You should have did this the night 1 that you jumped off the top rope. This is why I jumped off the top rope. This is why I did this. Okay? Okay. And then he lost it. Here? Oh my God. And then Bad Bunny lost it because he was just like, ¿Entiendes? ¿Cómo se dice? And then he just lost it. He's just like, my English is done.
Yeah.
So I gave that a 0.5. I didn't like it. Xavier Woods defeating AJ Styles, 0.5. I cannot stand the New Day. I cannot.
Are they getting more irritating or what?
Yes. Oh my God. And they're getting out of control with their behavior. It's just, it's obnoxious.
It's obnoxious.
And last but not least, Braun's promo, gave that a 0.5. I don't know what they're doing with this, man. Oh, I'm not going to get bullied by Shane McMahon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, that's a pretty good impression of Strowman there, Rick.
Thank you. Thank you. It's what I do.
That was terrible.
See, Clay's trying to come out the book. That's what it is. He's like,
I gotta get out, man. Come on.
You've been on there for about a month or so?
Yeah, for no reason.
Well, those are my low points of Raw.
All right, Clay, what are your low points?
My low points, I also had what Rick said, AJ Styles versus Xavier Woods. I just thought this was too much of New Day antics. I felt like it didn't make Omos look good. If that's what they were trying to do, I gave that a 1. And for another one, I didn't enjoy the Drew McIntyre versus Corbin match. I gave it a 1.5. It was slow, I thought, with Corbin in it. And honestly, it didn't make Drew... To me, it didn't make him look any better than what he already was. I just thought it was a slow main event. So
you gave it a 1.5?
I gave it a 1.5. Yeah.
Wow. Holy shit. All right. My low points I had pretty much the same as Rick. Actually, is the Xavier Woods versus AJ. That shouldn't have happened, but I get why they did it. They always do that shit. Braun versus Elias and Riker. But I didn't give it a 0.5. I gave it a 1.5. Only because, okay, they were setting it up still. So, okay, sure. And surprisingly, I gave another 1.5 was Damian Priest and Bad Bunny's promo. As much as I was fucking with you about it, Rick, I do agree with you somewhat. But for me, it was more or less like you said, during the promo, Bad Bunny was like, I'm done speaking English. I'm going to go to Spanish. And you can tell, like, he either forgot his lines or he's like, I'm just going to make shit up while speaking Spanish. That's my native tongue. And I'll make it sound good. And if you don't understand Spanish, trust me, he sounded good. It was okay. It was fine. I mean, I don't understand Spanish either, but it was still good. Anyway, that's the low points. High points for me, I gave it to Drew and Baron Corbin. I gave it a 3.5. It was
wow.
Good. Baron, let me tell you, you can put Baron Corbin in any kind of situation, and he's gonna do pretty good. And going up against Drew, it made sense for the go home because of the simple fact that a couple weeks ago, Baron Corbin came out of the woodworks and was siding with Lashley. So I know they did that for a reason, and it was because of this reason here. It might even lead into WrestleMania. Who the hell knows? But I did enjoy it. But I also enjoyed Ali versus Riddle. I thought that was a good match too. So I gave it a 3. This was not a good go-home show for Raw. There was some good moments, but there was bad moments. But it's weird and funny because the two matches that I gave a 3 or over, it helped Raw in this rating that we do. Clay, what were your high points of Raw?
I had a couple high points, like you, Tony. I had Riddle versus Ali. I give it a 2.5. I really enjoyed this match, and I like how Riddle's antics are and always have been with the whole scooter and riding around the backstage, and I find him funny. Yeah. And I gave a 3 to Rhea Ripley and Asuka versus Nia Jax and Shayna. I thought that was a really good match, and it kind of built the story of Rhea and Asuka going at it. They didn't work well together, but it also showed that I guess now Rhea's a heel. That's what I was getting ready to say. Are they trying to make Rhea?
I should have given you 2 more seconds.
If you gave me 5 more seconds, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh damn! Holy shit!
But
2 seconds.
My nipple just got hard after that.
The other one did. So.
But are they, like you guys said?
Are they talk here in the show?
And I also enjoyed Lashley versus Cedric. I thought honestly Cedric put a good fight against Lashley and made Lashley look really good. I gave that also a 2.5.
Nice. All right, Rick, what do you got?
You know what? I have to agree with Clay. I gave a 2.5 to Lashley defeating Cedric. I thought it was an entertaining match, and I also gave a 2.5 to Riddle defeating Ali. I will tell you this though, there are some side notes here. Miz and Morrison doing the paint job. That's just a reused storyline that they did against Braun when they destroyed Braun's car for WrestleMania. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
That was last year, I think.
That's the same exact storyline. It's ridiculous. Yeah. And then, of course, I really hated Matt Riddle and New Day talking about getting high and stuff like that.
Yes, oh my god!
What are you doing?
Fucking promo spot.
Like the New Day is supposed to be for kids, right? That's what they were supposed to be. right?
Yeah.
And then you know what?
Yeah, it led into them being kid friendly.
And that's what I want to say, because I know if I ever confront them the New Day about this, they're like, "Who said we were supposed to be kid friendly? Who said we were supposed to be for kids?" No, your actions and your behavior was targeted towards children.
Yeah.
So you doing this nonsense of, "Oh, I'm so high," and fucking the air and all this other bullshit you do, there's a reason why this show is giving you a warning in the beginning that it's not kid friendly. You, on the other hand, with your unicorns and your fucking pancakes, are kid friendly, so stop with the nonsense.
Rick, you know this is the high points of Raw, right?
Yes. That's my side notes.
Oh, you saw it. Okay, my bad.
But I see what you did there.
Hi. Bruh.
Is that all your high notes?
Yes.
Okay. Overall, I gave Raw a 2.12, and it was only because the last two matches of Raw, I think, helped it get up to that. If those two matches didn't happen, Raw would have been like a 1.7 or 8. But the Ali Riddle match and the Drew and Corbin match helped it get up to a 2.12. Rick, what was your overall?
Raw was terrible this week. I gave it a 1.4.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
Clay.
I gave a Raw 1.9.
Jesus. Oh, yeah. About almost to me. So, yeah.
All right, Clay.
Oh, Clay, yeah, you got AEW this week.
Oh, that's right. All right. Now we're going on to AEW Dynamite.
Boom.
Yeah. Low points I had, honestly, with all this, I had the Death Triangle, Best Friends promo type deal. I didn't understand what they were going with this. Like, okay, I get it. Like, they want to build a feud with Best Friends and Death Triangle. But with this, like, it was just kind of, okay, it's there type deal. So I gave that a 1. Sting with Archer. Another with Tony Schiavone. I just didn't understand what they're still doing with Archer. Yeah. It's like he's trying to be heel, and then Sting's like, "Oh, I agree. You should be pushed." Blah blah, and it threw him off, which I think it would throw everybody off. I gave it a 0.5. And then also, I did not enjoy the match at the beginning. The Adam Page versus Max Caster. I gave it 1.5. I thought this was sloppy, honestly, and I expected more from this between the two, but I wasn't into it. Tony, what's your low points of AEW?
Yeah, for me, that Death Triangle promo, I love them as a trio, but good Lord, man, do something. But I think the most actually the Sting promo was a 1.5. But this one here I have to bring up: Jurassic Express versus Bear Country. Very sloppy, very disappointed in Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. There was a lot of fuck ups in this match. Bear Country, what the fuck? Are they supposed to be like what's his name? Ed Gein or Ted Gein, that guy that skinned people alive and wore their faces and shit like that, like Mexican Massacre? What's with those masks? Why have those masks? That looks stupid. You're Bear Country and you're coming up with human skin on your face. What the fuck? What is that? Can someone tell me? Hello? Bueller? What the fuck is that?
I didn't get that either, honestly.
And are they heel or a face? Obviously, they were heel for this tag.
They
were
could be a face
at one point. See what I did there? I did it again. Anyway, I'll be battling on about that shit, but still, it was like I thought there were faces at one time, and then all of a sudden they're heel in this one. But
I'm not sure either.
But back to the match, though. Honestly, oh my god, Luchasaurus, man. There's only so many times I can defend you by saying that you got the look, you got good character. The wrestling's not there though, brother. That was bad. That was bad. This ain't the first time with Luchasaurus. Jungle Boy, he's another one. I've been defending his ass, and he's got it, man. I'm telling you, you just got to give him a chance. Maybe it was this match. I don't know, but I'm not gonna hold that against him. But I will hold that shit. That atrocity for Luchasaurus. Fucking get it together. Get it together. That's all I gotta say.
All right. Well, if there's anything left for me to cover,
there is nothing left for you to cover.
Well, actually, I do. Death Triangle was definitely terrible. Chris Statlander does not need to be with the best friends. That's ridiculous. Keep her away. And then you got the AEW fanboys. Yeah, they're back. Yeah, they're like, oh, if you watch Being the Elite, she's all over Orange Cassidy. Yeah. Shut up. She needs to belong with them.
She needs to be alone. She needs to be the face of the women's division.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She really does.
Yeah. You guys done cutting in on my time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For now.
All right. Yeah.
We'll do it again in a minute.
All right. Darby Allin and JD Drake. I gave that a 1. Like,
let me tell you something.
What gave this guy a title shot?
You know what? I ordered Arn Anderson on Wish, and I got JD Drake instead.
I thought it was Eddie Kingston on Wish for sure. Like, it's bad. It was bad, and everything else you guys mentioned. You know, Paige and Caster gave that a 1. Jurassic Express Bear Country gave that a 1. It was just a bad night for AEW overall. So those are my low points.
Very much so.
All right. And high points. I got to say, man.
Oh, damn. We got to do high points?
The only high point of AEW was Chris Jericho's promo with Inner Circle.
Yeah.
That was probably the best promo that Jericho has done in AEW. Yeah. It was intense. It kept, he kept going with going after Pinnacle. And I just enjoyed all of it. And Chris showed why he's one of the best talkers in pro wrestling.
Yeah,
I would say in pro wrestling history. I gave that a 3.5. That's as much as I enjoyed this. I really did. Rick?
Clay, you started to get out of the book. I'm telling you, because I also gave Chris Jericho's promo a 3.5. That promo was godly. It was so good. Right now, it was just Jericho is the best at what he does. Even though he stumbled a little bit, he kept going. That's what you got to do in this business.
Oh, yeah,
the beard is epic. I love the beard on Jericho. I love how red he got at the end when he was just talking and talking and talking and talking. It was just epic. I loved it. That was the best moment of AEW that night.
Yeah.
All right. And Tony, your high points.
Well, even though I didn't have that as the highest point of the night, I gave it a 2, but I do agree. It was a damn good promo. For me, the only thing that stood out, and it's not saying much, it was an average match at best because I gave it a 2.5. It was Moxley and the Young Bucks versus Omega and the Good Brothers. I mean, it was okay. I mean, all right, the Young Bucks are back with Omega or the Elite or whatever the fuck they're calling that shit now.
Predictable.
Yeah. I mean, the beatdown, Eddie Kingston coming.
Limping out.
I laugh because you just said Eddie Kingston. You got JD Drake. I thought the fucking Arn Anderson was accurate. But him coming out getting his ass whooped, I'm like, okay, sure, but this one here, I mean, it's the only thing that stood out for me that I was just like, okay, ended up in the big schmiles at the end, where everybody's just beating the shit out of everybody. But I gave it a 2.5. That was the only thing.
And that was they killed the surprise factor there because they've been teasing the Young Bucks turning for weeks.
Yeah.
On this, I honestly thought. And then when they did turn on Moxley, it was like, oh, there it is. Like,
Yeah, everybody saw it coming.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Overall, I gave AEW a 1.7. Rick, what'd you give
I gave it a 1.6 this week.
All right, and Tony?
I gave it a 1.56 this week.
Wow.
Terrible.
All right, guys. Well, it's time for the last time, the Wednesday Night Delight. We will still be doing AEW versus NXT. Currently, NXT is behind 12-13 on AEW. We're going to rate our NXT TakeOver results into our AEW show this week. I'm pretty sure that everybody's going to go with NXT this week over AEW. Am I correct in that?
For sure.
No.
Oh.
I'm kidding. Trying to be different.
Don't mess with me, Tony. I'm on edge. So currently,
for the Mania Edge.
Oh no. Currently, now NXT and AEW are tied 13-13.
Wow.
Damn. Are we at the halfway point with them or no?
Oh, we're halfway there.
Oh,
halfway there.
All right, it is now time for the SmackDown breakdown. Low points. I'm telling you right now, TJ Logan can disagree with me to the moon and back. Daniel Bryan's promo was god awful, and Daniel Bryan in itself is god awful. I am done with this guy. Daniel Bryan is back, and I can't stand it.
You threw a little Seth Rollins in there, huh?
No, well, this is the originator of it all. Daniel Bryan. This was terrible. I am done with Daniel Bryan. He does not deserve to be there. Who gives a fuck about his career? I don't. He didn't deserve to beat Batista and Randy Orton in the same night. There's no way. Just like Rey Mysterio didn't deserve to beat Brock Lesnar at one point in his career, or the Big Show in his career. It's just not believable. You don't belong.
Here.
0.5. You don't go here.
Thank you.
0.5. Tony, low points of SmackDown.
Yeah, exactly what you just said. Daniel Bryan promo. I hated everything about it. But what's interesting, since we're talking about Daniel Bryan, is the segment with Adam Pearce and what's her name? Jesus Christ.
Sonya Deville.
Sonya Deville. Yeah. And Sonya Deville said Daniel Bryan should not be in this match. And it seemed like they were about to change it and shit. I was just like, damn, Sonya's got that much pull. What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah,
I mean, it's that segment in itself was a little bit awkward. So I don't know if that's going to persuade me into my pick later on the show. But I was just like, wait a minute, what is this? Anywho, that promo was just god awful. I hated it. And it's like you said, for me, you know, I mean, there's times where maybe it might be appropriate for the little guy to beat the big guy, but man, in this case, it's like he's been begging to be in this main event picture since when? Like last year, I'd have to say. It's in December. Yeah. And I need to win the Royal Rumble. I'm going to win the Royal, you know.
And he was saying that he's going to put other people over.
Exactly.
And he's in the main event. Come on.
He's in the main event, yeah. But no, it's 0.5 for me. Terrible.
Clay.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you guys. That Daniel Bryan promo, especially at the beginning of SmackDown, like killed all of SmackDown for me. That set the
tone.
Yes, and it was just terrible. Like I gave it a 1, but to me, like I always want somebody to say yes for once instead of no. It's like, dude.
Yeah.
All you do is say yes.
All you do is say yes.
And everybody says yes to Daniel Bryan. Like come on.
And you gave all this spiel about, oh, I did this and I beat Randy and Batista and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no. Just out of the 3 of the main event promos, Daniel Bryan was awful.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, Edge wasn't too far behind because Edge just recycled what he said last week. I'm the Rated R Superstar. I'm the ultimate opportunist.
But I will say
I'm going to kill you.
Wait a minute. I will say this, though. He did do it at least with some passion.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
It made me believe him again. Because when you said that, he's doing the same fucking promo. I was like, okay. But he still was able to do it in a way where he was making you believe in him again, you know? So
at the beginning.
Same promo,
At the beginning, it was great.
Yeah.
And it kept going like, I was at WrestleMania 6, and this is what I want to do. This is all I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then it went back to what he was saying last week.
Yeah.
I'm rated R.
And I do got a side note, before we're done.
Yep.
Not now.
All right. And my high points of the night, Jey Uso winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I gave that a 3. I called it. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good right now with my pay-per-view points game picks. I'm feeling good. Clay, high points.
One of my high points too was the Fatal 4-Way match, the tag team match with Dirty Dogs winning. I gave it a 3. I thought this was a pretty good tag match, but my only problem with this is, and with them retaining their titles, do something with them. Make them have a story. Make them be a realistic tag team, championship contender or people. Just have them do something other than be on commentary. Let them do something.
Especially for WrestleMania.
Exactly.
Because they're not even on the card, are they?
No.
They were on the WrestleMania SmackDown.
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania SmackDown. Yeah,
Sure.
Okay. All right.
Tony, your high points.
No, it was that match, that tag match. I gave it a 3. I liked everything about it. And then the thing of it is, and I tell you, with SmackDown, they do this right, because you guys know I complain so much about when there's like a 8-man tag or a 10-man tag. There's way too much shit going on to have a match actually be good. And I'm just like, no, I hate those things, because it's like so much and everybody needs to get their shit in. But this one, I didn't get that vibe from it. I was like, wow, I'm actually enjoying this shit. Montez Ford, very, very good. He's so talented.
Yes, he is.
And if he goes solo, I hope he can take that talent and as a singles than the tag. But some reason I don't know. There's something about it where I still feel like he needs some work. But I gave it a 3. I did give it a 3. It was my high.
All right. And what are your side notes?
My side notes, damn good promo by Big E. That little segment that they did, I was like, boy, I like this one. I like this Big E when he's talking like that, because if you notice,
the strength.
Yeah, the strength of him. But if you notice, he wasn't goofing around in this promo. And that's what I like about Big E. When he's goofing around, it's like, come on, bro. Come on. Seriously? Like the humping, like he used, remember he did that shit? Yeah. And even Stephanie McMahon was just like, yo, that's a little bit, stop. On a show, Stephanie told him that. Yeah. But I was so impressed with Big E's promo, man. He made me hype. He made me hype for his match against Apollo. And another thing, and it's going in the book. I've had enough. I've been talking about this for a while, and enough is enough, and it's time for a change. Owen Hart, yes. What's up, man? Anyway, but Sasha's laugh is going in the book. What the fuck are you? The fuck is that? So Sasha's ghetto laugh is going in the fucking book. Fucking Sasha, stop! Right.
Sasha's ghetto laugh. You just made the book. That's terrible.
That was bad.
Oh my god,
that was bad. Clay.
There's no defending that.
Don't
either.
ever do that again. Don't ever do that again, Clay.
Nope.
Yeah, Clay.
I thought
that was bad.
There is no defending that.
No, there's not.
There's not.
Yeah. I will say this though: the best women's segment of the night has to go to Billie Kay trying to do the snap with Carmella.
Oh,
that was awesome.
That was hilarious. She was trying to be so like Carmella.
I love Billie Kay.
Oh man, yo, how the mighty have fallen, man. Peyton Royce, you're not in WrestleMania. You know who is?
Yeah.
Billie Kay.
Billie Kay.
Overall, I gave SmackDown this week a 1.9. Clay,
I gave it a 1.7.
All right, Tony,
a 2.08.
Wow. Okay. Let's go overall. Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. Currently, NXT is ahead, 25 to Raw's 17 to SmackDown's 9. I'm going with NXT this week, and just by a smidge, just by a little bit. Clay,
I gotta go with NXT this week. Just how they had their stand and deliver, and really enjoyed most of it. So,
all right, Tony.
Yeah, NXT for sure. What they did this week was pretty good. Not so much the second day. Second night wasn't that great, but the first night definitely was better than both night than anything this week. But I will say this: between Raw and SmackDown, the go home shows wasn't that great, and they were almost about even too. So
yeah. Now NXT is gonna go up to 26 to Raw 17 to SmackDown 9. That means in one calendar year, 52 weeks, NXT got half of the votes, 26. Wow. So
Christ.
Crazy.
If that tells you anything.
3 years in a row now, NXT is crowned the champion of our Raw vs. SmackDown vs. NXT.
Well,
with that being said,
also we will start all over next week.
Yes, we will. And with that being said, Tony Diaz, don't cut me off ever again. It is time for the WrestleMania
pay-per-view points game.
Damn it.
All right, those that are playing for the first time or new to the show, I will explain to you how the rules of this game is. It's not that hard. You only make it hard if you want it to be hard. Wait, I shouldn't have said that, right? That didn't come out right.
I mean,
there's nothing wrong with
you want to do.
Hi, but oh my God, Jesus! All right, okay. Here are the rules. Okay, basically each match is worth a certain amount of points. Just think of it as money for each match that you have, and you got to pick a winner, not a chicken dinner. And if you pick that winner, you get those points. But if that person does not win, and it's not the person you pick, you lose those points, and you can start being in the negative, and because you're playing against other people. Remember that. And then you also got to pick the stipulation in most cases on a pay-per-view. And if you get that right, you get those points too. And also, we even threw in the Spanish announce table. If you guess it, that'll get destroyed or not. But at the end of the night, we'll pick a winner. We won't pick a winner, but the highest points will be the winner of the pay-per-view. And this is a very special pay-per-view. Josh Sanders gets a 10-point advantage because of his win at the Royal Rumble. But each point, like I said, and you don't have to max it out. You don't. You can play smart and just bet half or maybe 1 or 2 points if you want. If you want to max out, that's fine. That's on you. But if you get it wrong, just remember, you will lose all those points. And then being that this is a special 2-night event, we'll have like a first, second place still for tonight, but the points still carry on to the next night. So whatever points you have leading into tomorrow, that's what you're going to have. It doesn't start all over tomorrow. So it's whatever points you have tonight is going to lead into tomorrow's show and tomorrow's pay-per-view. And then tomorrow night is where we will announce the winner of the WrestleMania pay-per-view points game.
Yep. Okay. And of course, we also have the bet of all bets with myself and Andy Anderson, where we will be maxing out all of our points. This is the first time ever that I'm going to max out all my points in a game. And I'm just going for the lone wolf. I'm coming for you.
And of course, if you are in the negatives and come in last place, you will be awarded the Rick Serrano the Turd Award. But in this case, like Rick just said, there's a special bet between them two, so they won't be one of those two is going to be the Turd Award winner. Put it that way.
Yes.
So even if you're last, guess what? You won't get the Turd Award winner. You're safe. So it'll just be between them two. So all right, we ready?
Let's do this, man.
All right. Night one, and these are not in order, so don't shoot the messenger. Night one is the New Day versus AJ Styles and Omos. This one is a 15-point with the finish is 5 points. So the finish is either pinfall, submission, DQ, count out, or no contest. So just to remember, too, if you pick no contest, you can't pick a winner. Just remember that. You're just saying that there's not going to be a winner in this match, no contest. The only advantage to this is that you'll get the full 5 points, obviously, while everybody else would be in the minus because more than likely, more than half of the people will pick a winner on each of these. And if they don't, then you'll have a huge advantage. 5 points is 5 points, let me tell you.
Yeah.
So we'll start off with Clay. Who you got on this one?
I got to go with AJ and Omos in this. I feel like they need to push this tag team. I'm sick and tired of seeing New Day with the tag titles.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go ahead and go 12 points pin AJ and Omos.
Wow. Now, mind you, and I'm not trying to persuade anybody's picks, but mind you, this is Omos's first match. We don't know what kind of finisher he has. We don't know what kind of wrestling style he has. Or, we don't know if his finisher is a submission. We don't know if his finisher is a pin move. So just keep that in mind. This is our first time actually seeing him wrestle. Rick, what do you got on this one?
I'm going to max out my points at 15. I'm going with AJ and Omos, and I'm going on pinfall.
Wow.
I think Omos is going to do some sort of a choke slam or a version of a choke slam. That's going to be his finisher.
Yeah, and like I said, I agree with you guys because of the simple fact that this is his first match and is at a WrestleMania. He's a big guy. You really think they're going to make him lose? Or maybe AJ is the fall guy on this one? I don't know. But I'm going
AJ's lost 3 weeks in a row, by the way.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah.
So I am going to go AJ and Omos. I'm going to go to full 15 and pin. Up next, we have Seth Rollins versus Cesaro. This is just a normal match, so it's 10 points with a 5-point finish. Rick, who do you got on this one?
You know what? I've seen some people's picks already, and I'm shocked. I'm flabbergasted. I'm really? Just like, wow. Because a lot of people are picking Cesaro to win, and I too am picking Cesaro to win. 10 points, but I'm going to pick submission. And a lot of people are picking Cesaro to win by pinfall. And I think Cesaro is going to tap out Seth Rollins.
How, though? What's
the sharpshooter?
The sharpshooter, yeah.
Oh, shit, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's a good point that you bring that up. And they also, like, I think on SmackDown they were doing it a lot too, saying that this is Cesaro's first singles match.
Yep.
So another first. Got to give it to Cesaro. I think he's earned this. You got me thinking there with the whole submission thing, though. I'm gonna go, while I'm thinking of that, I'm gonna go 6 points for Cesaro. But you know what? I'm gonna go with a pin. I'll go with a pin. Yeah. Clay, who you got?
I'm going with you guys. I think Cesaro needs this win. I feel like he definitely deserves it. So I'm going to go Cesaro, 10 points with a pin.
All righty. Then now up next is Shane versus Braun in a cage match. This one's just straight up 10 points. No stip because they're in a cage. Wait, they don't know. There could be a stip, right? Because of the fact that they can do
they escape.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They could escape and win it too. All right, so yeah, we'll just leave it the way it is. I'm going to go with Braun, 10 points. I mean, they've been punking him for a while. Why make him lose to Shane, especially? Clay.
I got to go Braun, 10 points as well. I mean, as much as this storyline is going, Shane's gotten the upper hand of Braun throughout this whole thing. And I feel like at Mania, they're just going to say, okay, Braun, kill him. So I'm just going to say Braun Strowman, 10 points.
All right. Rick, who you got?
You know, this is where it gets a little confusing because it's like, so what's the whole thing about this rivalry? It's about Braun being stupid, right?
Yeah.
So if Braun chokeslams Shane off of the cage through the table, that's stupid because Shane wins, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he also loses kind of because he got thrown through a table.
Yeah.
But do I see Shane taking that kind of a bump? No,
he's got kids. He's got kids.
I'm gonna keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid, and I'm gonna go with Braun.
Yes.
10 points.
All right. Up next, we got Bad Bunny and Damian Priest versus Miz and Morrison. 10 points with the 5-point stipulation. Rick, who you got on this?
I'm going with my primo Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. What's the total points?
It's 10 points with the 5 points.
10 points pin.
Yeah. You got to give it to Priest and Bunny. I'm going to go with Priest and Bunny. I'm going to full 10 and a pin. Same thing. Clay.
Same thing with you guys. Priest and Bunny, 10 points, pinfall. I mean, you can't make Bad Bunny lose at Mania.
No.
You just can't.
Especially when he's bringing in all the merch for you guys. Yeah,
exactly.
You don't have him win. One thing we forgot to mention was the women's tag titles. There's 2 things that's going on. They're having the one match. It's how many teams?
5.
5 teams. And the winner of that goes on to night 2 to face Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. So if your person that you pick for today doesn't win, you can still pick a mystery person or whoever's going to win it at Mania, or you can go with Nia and Shayna. Who knows?
Yep.
So just keep that in mind. You can still pick. It's just if they don't make it, that doesn't mean you lose in night 2. You can still pick if that if it's a different team in there. You know what I'm saying? Right. So with that being said, it's the whoever wins this will face Nia and Shayna in night 2. It's Lana and Naomi versus who's that? Oh, Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke versus the Riot Squad versus Tamina and Natalie versus Carmella and Billie Kay. This one's 15 points with a 5-point finish. It's on me. Holy shit. You know what? I've been really liking Tamina and Natalie the week. I mean, Tamina's looking like a beast, and she's shown a little bit here too. So she's trying to get on the sexy side of things. But they showed Billie Kay and Carmella, and I love that. You know, I was like, okay, I dig that shit. You know, but Billie Kay is gold. You can't go wrong with her. But on the other hand, it's up against Shayna and Nia, who are heels. So who would be better? I mean, could it be Lana and Naomi? I mean, is that really an attraction right there to see this again? I don't think so. Or could it be the Riot Squad? They're kind of faces. I don't know. But for me, I'm going to go with Tamina and Natalie. This is my first time, too, ever picking Natalie. I'm going to go with Tamina and Natalie. It's going to be a pin, but I'm going to go 10 points. Play. Who you got?
I mean, looking at these teams, just going at it, and how SmackDown like put over these girls with Tamina and Natalia, I'm going to have to go with them. I'm going to go Tamina and Natalia, 12 points pin.
Wow. This one's a little hard. This one's a little difficult to pick. So. Yeah.
And
Rick.
If I was playing normally, I would go 1 point on this. But because I have to max out all my points like Andy Anderson, makes it so much more difficult. I want to pick Carmella and Billie Kay so badly. And I'll tell you why I want to pick Carmella and Billie Kay. Because Reginald is with Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Reginald used to be with Carmella. So I feel like Reginald's going to turn and help Carmella and Billie win.
So it was a ruse all along?
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. But the Riot Squad, having them win the belts at Mania, that's something special there. But they haven't been on TV in a while.
But they've also been pushing Natalia and Tamina.
Yeah, no, there's no way in hell they're going to get the
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. I'm trying to think what Andy Anderson picked. You know what? I'm going with. This is gonna be my one mark on the card. I'm going with I'm going with Riot Squad.
Ooh, man,
bold pick.
Yeah,
15 points pin.
Okay. All right. So up next is the WWE Championship. Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. This one's 25 points with the 5-point stipulation. So a 30-point match here. It's on Clay. Who you got?
Oh, boy. Well, I said at the break that this was going to be one of my toughest picks. And, you know, as much Raw has booked both these guys to the moon, made them both look strong.
Cameron Grimes.
To love.
You had to go there. It was right there, man. Right there.
But, you know, I feel like Bobby Lashley needs to retain this. So I'm going to say Bobby Lashley, 20 points, pin.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think pin. I just have a hard time feeling that Drew's going to
tap out,
submit at Mania.
Wow.
But, you know.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's difficult about this match. Rick, who you got on this one?
Oh, man, this is a tough one. I don't see Drew tapping out. I can see him passing out. I mean, but we already saw that happen.
Yeah.
Does Drew... I mean, I can see a WrestleMania where Sheamus and Daniel Bryan, right? Sheamus hit Daniel Bryan with the bro kick to end it in 8 seconds. I can see Drew hitting him with the Claymore and calling it quits. They're opening the show just like that other match. I'm going... Fuck it. Going, Drew. 25 points pin. Tony, for a long time you said it. They want Drew in front of a crowd to win the title. This is the moment.
That's
Drew.
True. And have the makeup for Drew not having anybody at Mania last year. This could be redemption. But I'm not changing my pick, but I can see it.
Well, hearing between both of you guys pick two different people fuck me up. Well, because they're both valid points, you know. Do you really want to see, or are they really going to make Drew tap out? I don't think so. So what kind of pinning move does Bobby Lashley have? You know what I'm saying? This is
There's
really...
a spear.
The spear, yeah.
Yeah, but how many times have you seen him pin somebody with a spear?
Not very often.
Not recently.
Because they've been doing the whole... Oh, my God. This one's freaking hard, man. I mean, what's everybody else doing? What's everybody else been picking?
I haven't seen. I didn't see that one.
Damn it. Wow, this one is hard. All right, you know what? I'm going to go Bobby Lashley. But then you're right, though. They want to see Drew they want Drew to win in the crowd. God dang it. All right, I'm going to stick with my guns. Bobby Lashley, because he's the hot commodity now, and they want to do a Bobby Lashley and freaking Brock Lesnar. They got to do that this year. So Bobby Lashley. Jesus, how many points, though? You know what? I'm going to go 10 points. There's no way he's going to submit him. But he can pin him. So I'm going to go pin.
Okay.
So 10 points pin. Jeez.
Okay.
All right. And the main event, Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair. This one is also 25 points and is also with the 5-point step. Rick, it's on you. Who you got?
I was leaning towards Sasha until last night where Sasha said she was going to tap Belair out.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, it's Bianca's night to shine. She's going to win by pinfall, 25 points.
Wow.
Dang.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I agree. This is probably going to end up being a really good match as much as I hate Sasha. But I don't want her to win either. So I'm going Bianca Belair, the full 25 points, and it's going to be by pin. Clay.
I have to agree with you guys. I feel like this is Belair's moment. I feel like this is her time to shine. And plus, it's her birthday around some of this time. Yeah. So I would say Bianca Belair gets the championship and full 25 points pin.
All right. And finally, the Spanish announce table. Now, you can have two different picks. You can pick yes for night one and then no for night two, because we're doing it for both nights. So for this night in particular, will the Spanish announce table be smashed? I'm going to go say no. Clay, what do you say?
I'm going to say no.
Rick, what do you say?
I'm going to say yes because of the tag team turmoil. They're going to do a spot where they put one of the women through a table, I think.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Okay, I think you're
possible.
Right. I think all right, so that's night one. We'll go straight into night two, so night one, we will give results of who's ahead, not the winner. Yep. So tonight we'll say who's ahead in the point system and so make sure you tune in too. All right, so night two, we have, again, not in order, so don't shoot the messenger, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus the winner of the tag team turmoil from night one. This one is 15 points with a 5-point stipulation. I think it's on Clay. Yeah, Clay, who you got?
I'm going to have to go with even with this, like, I could see Nia and Shayna retaining. I'm going to go 10 points with a submission.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like Shayna will tap whoever out.
Okay. Rick, who you got on this one?
You know what? On this one, it's safe to bet against Nia and Shayna because you have a 5-1 chance, really. You have any team that wins tonight to go on to tomorrow to win the belt. So I'm going to go with the mystery team, 15 points pinfall.
Wow. I'm gonna go with Nia and Shayna. I'm gonna go 10 points pin. And I think Nia is gonna get the pin with the help with Reginald. Up next, we got Riddle versus Sheamus for the United States Championship. This one is 15 points with the 5-point stipulation. This one is a little bit difficult. Rick, who you got on this one?
This is the one that's going to kill me. Yeah. This was also the second toughest one. Sheamus also got a mohawk now. You guys,
he does.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. This is going to be a very physical match.
Oh, for sure.
This is going to be brutal.
Sheamus beat him on Raw.
Yes.
So I'm going with Riddle, pinfall. What's the total points?
15.
15 pin, Matt Riddle. Let's go.
Wow. You know what? I'm going to go with Sheamus. And the reason why I'm going with Sheamus is because they've been kind of herbing him a little bit. And the payoff is to get a United States Championship win on Raw. So I'm going to go with Sheamus. yeah, these guys are going to kill each other.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play it safe, so I'm going to bet half my points, so about 7. And I'm going to go pin on this one. He's going to nail him with the bro kick. Because I think they want to continue this feud, too.
Yeah.
So the only way to do it is to have Sheamus win. Clay, who you got?
I got to go with Sheamus on this one. I feel like he's been on a tear this past month. He's been killing it in his matches. And like you said, it'd be a payoff to get the United States title. So I'm going to put the full 15 points and pin for Sheamus.
Wow. Okay. Up next, we got Big E versus Apollo in that match.
Nigerian drum fight.
Yeah, that one. It's for the IC belt. This one's just 15 points because we don't know what kind of stipulation. We don't know the rules of this match. So it's just 15 points straight up. It's on me, right?
Yep.
With that promo that Big E did, I mean, wow. But then again, they can't be herbing Apollo that much either. So it looks like they're really liking Apollo as much as I want to bet Big E. Because Big E could be going after Roman. Because I'm surprised there. That's what I'm picking. But I'm gonna go with Apollo. I'm gonna go 8 points on for Apollo. You know what? No, sorry. I'm going to go 10 points on that one. Clay, who you got on this match?
I think Big E is going to retain here. I think because of the promo he has done, he's in his hometown of Tampa, and I think he's going to have this big, and especially with Wale doing his entrance music, like Rick said before, if you got a big
analogy.
If you got a big entrance, I'm just kidding. But I think
he literally just gave a statistic of 1 loss, 1 won.
But I'm gonna go Big E the full 15 with that.
And damn,
Rick.
Shit. Fuck. Oh man, Apollo or Big E. Big E gave a big statement, but I will tell you this, and I'm glad Clay brought it up. Not only about the entrances, but also about the hometown hero. The hometown hero usually loses. Ask Bailey, ask Sasha Banks. They usually lose in their hometown. So I'm going, because you said that, I'm going with Apollo, 15 points.
Wow.
All right.
All right, up next, it's KO, Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn with Paul Logan. They're saying he might end up being a referee, they said. But he's going to be
Paul Logan.
Paul, is that his name? What's his name?
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. I was right. Kind of.
Yeah, well,
reverse.
Yeah.
Dyslexia kicked in. No. Okay, sure. He might be involved. It's 10 points with a 5-point finish. It's on Rick. Right?
Oh, man. No, it's on Clay.
Clay. It's on you.
Okay. This one's kind of tough for me, too, because I could see him go both. I could see either one of them winning, but I got to go with Sami Zayn. I feel like Logan Paul is going to interfere in this. I feel like, and help Sami Zayn because of what Kevin bumped him on SmackDown.
Yes, I remember that.
So I'm going to go Sami Zayn. 8 points, pin.
Wow. Okay. Rick.
You know what? I have a lot of baby faces winning on WrestleMania. So I'm going to go with Sami Zayn. What is it, 15?
10.
10.
10 and a pin.
Wow.
As I'm saying that as I'm wearing a Kevin Owens shirt. So I just now noticed that. I'm like,
wow.
Dang.
You know what? I'm going to go with Kevin Owens. I think that's the whole thing is just going to be a ruse, because, or it could go the other way. Damn it. I'm going to go Kevin Owens. He needs a win. He hasn't.
He won at last WrestleMania against Seth Rollins.
I'm just talking about this year in general. He's been back and forth, and he went after Roman for a while, and for him to lose like that, I mean.
Well, if you look at the statistics of Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens,
I am not. I'm still gonna go with Kevin Owens. I'm gonna go 8 points, pin. Up next, we got The Fiend versus Randy Orton. Apparently, this is just a regular match. So 10 points with a 5-point finish. Rick, who you got?
They heard The Fiend out so many times that it's very possible that Randy Orton wins this match and then destroys Randy Orton afterwards. Randy Orton beat Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania already for the title, if you look at the statistics. But I have
speaking,
I have to go with the Fiend. There's no way I'm going against the Fiend. The Fiend, 10 points, pinfall.
Wow. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm going the Fiend, full 10 points, and the pin. Clay.
I got to go with you guys, too. The Fiend, 10 points, pin. I just feel like with all this buildup, and he's finally fighting, you got to give the Fiend this win.
Yeah. And up next, we got Asuka for the WWE Women's Championship, the Raw Championship. This one's very difficult. Asuka versus Rhea Ripley, 25 points with the 5-point step. It is on me.
Yep.
Yes, it is. It's on me. Oh, boy. They're both, well, Rhea Ripley's only 0-1. Asuka, though, is 0-4. Has her momentum changed? Has her, this year? I mean, has she had a good run as champion since she's been champion? She's been a champion almost a year now.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
About the same time as Becky left.
Yeah.
Well, she lost it for a little bit against Sasha.
Right.
Oh, yeah. That's
got it right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then she got it right back. Yeah. Man, this one is difficult, but I'm going to go Rhea Ripley. I'm going to go Rhea Ripley, new champ. 20 points. Pin.
Okay.
I'm going to have to go with Rhea Ripley. I feel like just like Bianca, this is her moment to win. And honestly, with me and my POV, Asuka is now stale. I'm done with her with the championship, and I want something new. So I'm going to say Rhea Ripley, 25 points, pin.
Wow. Rick.
Wow. Yeah, I agree with both of you guys. I think that's what it is. 25 points, pin. For Rhea Ripley, I have to go with that. It's time for Asuka to be done. So
Take a break for a little bit, I say, and then come back strong.
Yes.
Come back a heel.
Yes.
And the main event, Roman Reigns versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan. This is 5 points with the 5-point stipulation. This one's on you, Clay.
Ah, man, all the ones that that I've kind of questioned on a lot, and I start out with it. So it's hard for me to think that they're gonna take the belt off Roman. So I'm gonna say Roman Reigns, 20 points, pin.
Wow. Okay, Rick.
Woo-wee! I gotta go with my boy Roman Reigns. Ooh-wah. 25 points, pinfall. You cannot take the belt off of him. I don't care if, what if Daniel Bryan gets pinned by Edge? No. Jimmy and Jay will be there for my boy.
Yeah,
so
I think this is the time where Jimmy comes back, and help Roman. All right, for me, I'm going with Roman. 25 points, pin. And I think Daniel Bryan's going to take the pin and go away. Because it'll save Edge. You know what I'm saying? Edge doesn't, have to be involved in this. And for night 2, the Spanish announce table, will it get destroyed? Rick, it's on you. Will night 2's table get destroyed?
I'm going to say yes. Fuck it.
Jesus.
Yes.
I'm going to say no again. I don't think the table gets touched this year. You know what? No. Wait a minute. Nah, I'm going to stick with it. No. It's not going to get destroyed.
The triple threat match is not going to go outside the ring.
It is.
No DQ for a triple threat match.
It is. Calm your tits. It is.
Apollo and their drum fight is not going to go out the ring.
Yeah. You know what? Yes, it will get destroyed night 2. Damn it.
If Tony loses by 5 points,
I'm going to be pissed.
After me.
I will be pissed. Clay, who you pick?
I'm going to say yes, it's going to get destroyed. I think either in that triple threat match or I could see it happening in Riddle versus Sheamus.
Yeah, that one too. So there you have it, your WrestleMania pay-per-view points game. This was a little bit difficult. This one's a little to pick. I think night 2 is more harder than the first one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, for sure.
So, good luck to everybody. It's all in fun and games. Soon we'll be giving out prizes. So stay tuned for that. I think that's the end of the show because we got to come back later on for WrestleMania night 1. But, of course, before we end the show, we have to play the 5-second shuffle championship.
So you just forgetting about the book?
You know what? I was going to get to that if you gave me 2 more seconds. So it's time for the book. So those that are new to the show, basically what we do is we put the most ridiculous things that happen in the week of wrestling, and we needed to get a laugh. We do it to get annoyed, and we just do it to do it. So you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, coronavirus.
Stays.
Dragon breath. That's all we have.
Stays.
Roman's choppas.
Stays.
Candace's wings.
You can take it out. She got a cape now.
But what if she comes back with wings?
Then we'll put it back in.
All right, we'll take her out. Jesus. The way, though, stays.
The way stays.
AEW rankings.
Stays.
Tony's hatred for Sasha because she sucks.
Stays.
Clay.
Oh, we can take that out.
Clay stays.
Why? Oh, my goodness.
There's a certain thing that has to happen before this comes off. I'm not gonna say what it is. It's gonna have to come natural. Yeah. So you say Heyman's googly eyes.
Stays.
Morrison's cock-a-doo-doo-doo.
That stays.
And the new entrant into the book, Sasha's ghetto laugh.
Stays.
All right, so now before we end the show, we're going to play the 5-second shuffle championship, which Rick currently holds. And basically, it's just you get 5 seconds of a random song that I pick. I just hit the shuffle button, so it's not like I know who it is. They got, I'm only going to play 5 seconds of it, and the first one to 5 wins. Basically, that's it. So, with that being said, I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with the $50 man,
Clay Cummings,
and the third wheel,
Rick Serrano the third.
Love, peace, and WrestleMania. We'll see y'all actually later tonight.
Peace out.
All right, Rick, who do you want? Do you want to go first, or are you going to pass it off to Clay?
I'll pass it to Clay.
Wow. Okay, here you go, Clay.
Right.
This one's yours.
All right. Oh, come on.
Are you serious?
Nah. No.
You got 5 seconds.
Dude Love.
It is Dude Love.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I was,
right.
I was like, wow.
This is one of the things where I was like, if he says Mick Foley, I have to say no.
Yeah. Right.
Say no. All right.
Because
Okay. What's that?
No, go ahead.
Okay. All right, Rick, this one's yours.
Kane's slow chemical.
It is.
Yeah.
What?
It is.
You got that the other one.
Was it?
Yeah.
I
had that
different
before.
version of it. That's all right. All right, 1-1. Clay, this one's yours.
All right. Ryback,
yes.
Yeah.
2-1. All right, Rick, this one's yours.
Eddie Guerrero.
These are softballs, man.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right, 2-2. Clay, this one's for you.
Is that Ciampa?
No, it is not.
Mm.
That is Taz.
Dang it.
Taz. Damn. He said that one is hard because Ciampa's does start like that too.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So Rick, you're up what? 3-2.
3-2. Yep.
All right, it's on you. You can get 2 extra point.
Triple H.
Ain't that? These are all softballs.
Wow.
He's up 4-2.
Okay.
Creep up a little bit. Don't mess this one up.
Is that Chris Benoit?
Yes.
You're not allowed to say his name. You're not allowed to say his name.
I was like, uh-oh. Like I knew the song, but
all right. Well, Rick can win this one with this one. So here we go. You gotta hope he doesn't guess it.
Stardust.
It is Stardust. I thought you was gonna.
I was gonna say Gold Dust. That's what I was hoping. I was
like it, right. All right, so that was a little bit confusing, but yes, it's Gold.
But I was so hoping you were gonna say Gold Dust. I was like, oh please.
I mean, because it could. They both sound the same. This is almost the same thing. Wow.
Yeah.
There was one point in my life where I listened to Stardust's theme over and over and over again. I was really behind Stardust.
So was I.
Yeah,
I love the Stardust character.
Yeah. All right. So, and Rick, a little surprise for you, being that you won. You will defend this 5 Second Shuffle championship later on tonight.
Oh, of course.